Okay, so making this video as a response to a comment that a viewer left on my channel, Sam Sneak. He asked, how did I find out about subliminals and have they worked for me? What are my techniques while listening? And when did I find out about subliminals? So I found out about subliminals from a YouTuber called the Boss God 1, and I'll put a link to his YouTube channel in the description and probably the comments below. But yeah, I was watching I was just doing my YouTube stuff one day, watching videos, and this is back in the day when I was like huge into conspiracy theories. So I'll take the glasses off to stop the reflections from my computer. So this is back in the days when I was like really super big into conspiracy theories, and I found one of his videos. Of course, I was attracted to the title and thumbnail, so I clicked on it and watched his opinion about the conspiracy theory he's talking about. And I was like, I'm liking what he's saying. So I went to his channel, and he is talking about biokinesis subliminals. So I watched a few of those videos, and that's where I was introduced to subliminals. Well, possibly not introduced, but that's definitely where I first learned about what subliminals are really about. So I did my own research on YouTube looking up different subliminals. I'm like, wow, there's a lot of potential here. There's a lot you can do with these. So I figured out how to make my own subliminal, and I experimented. First, I experimented with a couple of subliminals I found on YouTube, and one of them, I actually do have a video on my channel that talks about it's a vlog of me talking about me getting subliminal results from a memory subliminal that I was remembering my dreams, and I believe it was for photographic memory. I believe the subliminal was for photographic memory. And in that video I talk about one of the affirmations being remembering dreams, and I was remembering my dreams. And when I stopped listening to subliminal, according to the vlog, this is not by memory, this is just re-watching the vlog. When I stopped listening to this photographic memory subliminal, I stopped being able to remember my dreams something like a few days to a week later or something like that. So I was like, okay, yeah, I'm into this. So I learned how to make my own subliminals so that I can have my own affirmations. And I've been listening since 2017. I think February 2017. So, let's see. What was the rest of the questions? So, yeah, that's when I started listening to them. And how did I find out about them? Well, the channel of the Boss God 1. So, yeah, I've been listening to subliminals since 2017. I took probably a year or two not listening to them, and I don't remember why. Let's see, what else does he have to say? How have they worked for you is his other question. They do work on me. I accidentally went through a process where I I accidentally stopped half of my brain from accepting subliminals. So subliminals only worked on this side of my brain. And so I made a subliminal so that it works on both sides, but it was the wrong affirmation. So it was working on both sides, but not naturally. It was doing it incorrectly. Still working, but just incorrectly. And I had just a few months ago in February, March, something like that, of this year, 2021, if anyone's watching this in the future. Yeah, it was about February or March of this year that I finally took the leap, and I was like, well, I finally got this thing working. I've got the subliminals work affecting my brain equally the way they're supposed to. So now I'm going to take a leap and listen to this other subliminal that allegedly will make my brain accept them naturally. Not just the way I'm programming my brain to accept them, but accept them naturally. So I did that, and it's working. The effects are exponentially gaining. So it's like it started out as a little bit, and it just kept growing more and more and more and more and more and more. So that's where I'm at now. Is I'm finally getting to the point where the subliminals are affecting me the same way they did in 2017, which is a good thing. So what techniques do I use while listening? Well, for the longest time, I would use my headphones until I realized that listening to the subliminal on speaker is just as, if not more effective in its own way. So listening to subliminals on speaker has its own pros and cons, and listening to subliminals on headphones have its own pros and cons. So I've discovered that do not do this. I am not saying this is a good idea, because it's not. Don't do this. I found it to be most effective. I found my brain to most easily accept subliminals when I am driving in my car at freeway speeds. With all that loud road noise, I can turn up my subliminal pretty loudly and my brain still accepts it. But don't do that. Yeah, my techniques while listening is just listen to it at low volume, and I try and gradually increase the volume a little tiny bit at a time, and I can feel in my brain whether or not my brain is clinging onto it or it's like starting to slip. And so when it's like starting to slip, I lower the volume, and I can feel my brain cling onto it when I lower the volume. So it's that balance of low volume, or this is the balance of having the grip versus having high volume. Now, the reason why I listen to it at high volume is because I remember in 2017, the higher the volume I listened to it, the stronger the effects were when it did kick in, and the faster it kicked in. I think that's how I remember it. But I've also experienced it that the lower the volume I listen to it, the further in I could feel the commands going into my brain, and the more the immediate effects. But the immediate effects were not very strong, and they didn't last for very long if I didn't continue the subliminal. It's kind of like roots. I could feel the roots growing through my brain, and on low volume they grew really fast, really deep into my brain, but they were very, very tiny. And on the highest volume they were like so thick-ish, but it took several days for them to move several inches through my brain. So now I've got a different subliminal going on that has the subliminals affecting my brain the way they're supposed to naturally. And I'm still making scientific observations as to how that's affecting my brain. And I can get back to you guys on that. Because I'm still feeling it. Like, literally, I can feel it affecting my brain. I'm still feeling it out how it's working. So, yeah, headphones or speakers, doesn't matter. I listen to it on low volume. If you don't have the sensitivity to feel what it's doing to your brain, then go ahead and continue listening to it at low volume, because that'll make it easier for your subconscious to accept. If you can't feel what it's doing to your brain, then go ahead and feel it out and raise that volume to see if you can get results any faster. Theoretically, you should get results faster with higher volume. So, I think that answers those questions. Yep. That answers everything. So if y'all have any questions for me, subliminals, not subliminals, whatever, I'm open to any questions you might have. Just leave them in the comments. I'm a very small YouTube channel, and therefore I read all of the comments. I see them all. So it's not like I'm one of those famous YouTubers with a million subscribers and it's like, there's too many people commenting. I can't get to them all. I can't respond to them all. I've got the time. Even on my busy days, I've got the time with the amount of comments that come in. So I'm definitely a small enough channel that I do see and can reply to all of your comments. So if you have any questions regarding subliminals or anything else, then go ahead and leave them in the comment section and I will see them. And I do have subliminals in mind, and I'm going to be posting more of them. I don't know. There are a few requested subliminals that I need to get to. I just need to think through them to figure out how I'm going to make them. And then there's a few subliminals of my own that no one has suggested to me. I just came up with them myself. I'm still thinking about how to do them properly, because there are subliminals where I have to be careful to make sure I do it right. So that's it. I have held you for 15 minutes. That's a good solid video. So I'm gonna leave y'all now. So if you have any comments, questions, just leave them in the comments section below, and I see them all. I'll get to them. And also, if you have any requests for subliminals or any videos, you can also leave that in the comment section below. So, and it doesn't have to be about subliminals. You can request me to make any video, really. So yeah, if you have any subliminal requests, I'll see all the subliminal requests. If you have any other video requests you want to make, then leave that in the comment section below and I'll definitely see it.